بنده معتقدم مقصر منم، مقصر ماییم، مقصر اون دانشجو، اون کارمند، اون مردم نیست. در نتیجه باید اون عمل کردمون رو باید اصلاح کنیم. نتیجه کار رو باید ببینیم که آیا ما داریم راهی رو که امام نشون داده میریم یا خلاف اون جهت رو میریم. حالا هی بگو ما عاشق امامیم و شعر بگو، هر کاری میخوای بکن، ولی وقتی راه رو نمیری در حقیقت داری آبروی این امام رو میبری. داری در دیدگاه دنیا نحوه این که این امام که میگه اگه امام اینه که شما دارید میرید، چنگی به دل نمیزنه. این رفتار ماست که نشون خواهد داد اون امام و همامی که ما میخوایم به راهش بریم بگن این کیه که اینا رو اینگونه تربیت کرده، اینا رو اینگونه آموزش داده. به اینجاست که ما گیر داریم. اینجاست که باید خودمون یک بار دیگه به خودمون نگاه کنیم. اگر آنچه که ادعا میکنیم همینه، خدا وکیلی چنگی به دل حداقل من میگم نمیزنه. من وظیفه‌م خدمتگزار مردم باشم، شما وظیفتونه گره‌گشای مردم باشید.
Iran is once again on edge. From the streets of Tehran to towns once considered unshakably loyal to the regime, protests are spreading, fast, wide, and dangerously deep. According to BBC, demonstrations have now erupted in at least 17 of Iran's 31 provinces, marking the largest challenge to the clerical establishment since 2022. And that number may only scratch the surface. Reports suggest unrest in as many as 11 more provinces. Meanwhile, human rights group HRANA has put the death toll at 35, including members of the security forces. The spark came on December 28th. A sudden and sharp collapse of Iran's currency sent prices soaring overnight. What began as economic anger quickly turned political. Verified video footage from the past 10 days shows protests in more than 50 cities and towns, including regions long viewed as strongholds of regime support. Cities like Qom and Mashhad, spiritual centers of the Islamic Republic, are now witnessing open defiance. Experts say that shift is critical, and the state's response has followed a familiar path. At first, security forces appeared restrained, but that changed after Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei broke his silence, declaring that rioters must be put in their place.
The uncontrolled rise in foreign exchange rates and the lack of stability in rates and constant fluctuations is not normal. It makes sellers and merchants unable to work. This is done by the enemy. A bunch of people incited or hired by the enemy are getting behind the tradesmen and shopkeepers and chanting slogans against Islam, Iran, and the Islamic Republic. This is what matters most. We talk to protesters. The officials must talk to them, but there is no benefit to talking to rioters. Rioters must be put in their place. We will not back down in the face of the enemy. Relying on the God Almighty and the people's support, we will bring the enemy to its knees, God willing.
Since then, verified footage shows a sharp escalation: gunfire, beatings, hospitals surrounded by security forces. In the western town of Malikshahi, gunshots rang out near government buildings. Human rights groups say 4 people were killed. In nearby Elam city, security forces were filmed firing toward a hospital. Iran's president has ordered an investigation, but doubts remain. Elsewhere, forces in full riot and military gear have fired on protesters in cities like Fasa and Azna. Violence hasn't been one-sided. Some footage shows protesters fighting back, hurling rocks, setting fires, even attacking security vehicles. In one shocking clip, a security officer's motorbike was set ablaze as chaos erupted. The anger is no longer just economic. Chants of "death to the dictator" echo through universities. Statues of Khamenei and Ayatollah Khamenei have been burned. Videos show slogans backing Reza Pahlavi, the exiled son of Iran's last Shah. Experts warn the regime is walking a dangerous line. Escalating repression, they say, could deepen public rage while risking exhaustion and fracture within the security forces themselves. Still, analysts caution this is not yet an existential threat. The security forces remain loyal, there are no major defections, and the protests, while widespread, lack a unified strategy to overthrow the state. But the message is unmistakable. The grievances that fueled the 2022 uprising never disappeared. Mismanagement, corruption, repression, they've only grown louder. And once again, millions of Iranians are asking the same question. How long can this system hold before the streets decide its fate?